Hi, welcome to Bobby Cinema Theater. I'm Bobby Cinema, being going BC. Today's February 22nd and my 45th week of my webcast live at Bobby Cinema. Produced the new movies and DVDs that's out this week, where I make my final grade on the movie out this week. Go to my website where you can read the plot and watch the movie trailer. The first movie out this week in theaters is Fired Up, starring Nicholas D'Agosto, Eric Christian Olsen, and Sarah Romer. Directed and produced by Will Gluck and produced by Screen Gems. I took this movie. I don't recommend people watch this movie on theaters. This movie is like Bring It On, except these guys really stink. Eric Christian and Nicholas D'Agosto is the worst actors ever to pick in this movie, and the worst plot in this movie. I grade this movie a D-. The next movie out this week is Madea Goes to Jail, starring Tyler Perry and Keisha Knight Pullman. Written, directed, and produced by Tyler Perry and just by Lionsgate and Tyler Perry Studios. I took this film. I recommend people watch this movie in theaters. Tyler Perry made an extraordinary performance in this movie. My hat's off to Madea, and the crazy grandmother who lands herself in jail and figures out how to get herself out of jail. I rate this movie a B-. That's all the movies that are out this week in theaters. The next movie out on DVD this week is Choke, starring Sam Rockwell, written and directed by Clark Gregg, produced by Beau Flynn, and just by Fox Searchlight Pictures. I took this movie. I recommend people watch this movie on theaters. Catherine Alexander made an extraordinary performance in this movie. My hat's off to him. I grade this movie a B-. The next movie out this week is High School Musical 3, Senior Year, starring Zac Efron, Vanessa Hudgens, and Ashley Tisdale. Directed by Kenny Ortega, produced by Bill Borden, and just by Walter Disney Pictures. I took this movie. I recommend people watch this movie on DVD. This movie was the last time that Zac Efron, Vanessa Hudgens, and Ashley Tisdale are together in this movie. This movie is an excellent masterpiece. The main three characters, Zac Efron, Vanessa Hudgens, and Ashley Tisdale, did a great job in singing, dancing, and performing in this movie. My hat's off to them. I grade this movie an A-. The next movie out this week is Changeling, starring Angelina Jolie, directed and produced by Clint Eastwood, and just by Universal Pictures. I took up this film. I recommend people watch this movie on DVD. Angelina Jolie made an extraordinary performance in this movie. My hat's off to her for getting nominated for an Oscar for this movie, and making a performance about a mother who's fighting a corrupted police system in LA, trying to get her son back. I grade this movie a B+. The next movie out this week is Body of Lies, starring Leo DiCaprio and Russell Crowe. Directed and produced by Ridley Scott and just by Warner Brothers. I took a look at this film. I recommend people watch this movie on DVD. Leonardo DiCaprio and Russell Crowe made an extraordinary performance in this movie. My hat's off to them. I grade this movie a B-. The next movie out this week is Quarantine, starring Jennifer Carpenter, written and directed by John Eric Dowdle, produced by Roy Lee, and just by Screen Gems Pictures. I took this film. I recommend people watch this movie on DVD. Jennifer Carpenter made an extraordinary performance in this movie. My hat's off to her. I rate this movie a B-. That's all the time we have today. Come back next week where I introduce the new movies out this week and on DVD. Don't forget to log into my website where you can look at my new trailers, play my movie trivia, and my puzzle. This is BC. See you next week. Now get out.